It's Supertrack day at last. We finally get to run the Supertrack. Today is the day. Welcome back to the vlog, and welcome to a beautiful fall, summer, I don't know what you'd call this morning, in September, and it's finally time to get back into the Ignite season, and today is the day that everyone has been waiting for, the Supertrack day. The Supertrack is the track that combines the Kartplex with the road course, roval, don't know what you call it. Anyway, it's a super fast track, super fun track. I've never driven it before, as have many other people that are here right now. But it's going to be a super fun day. Honestly, I don't really care where I finish up. I just want to have a fun day on a fun track. So yeah, we'll see how today goes.
Today, we get to run the special track that everyone's been waiting for all year long, the Supertrack. The Supertrack is the track that combines the regular Kartplex track with the Worldwide Technology Raceway road course track to create one giant racetrack. New for this year is a new twist with the added pavement that's been added onto the road course. We now have a bus stop on the backside of the road course, adding a little bit more technicality to that section of the track instead of just one long straightaway. And then we have a bit of a wide entry into the crossover before we transition back onto the Kartplex track. And aside from that, it's a really fast, really fun track that's very, very technical. And it's pretty hard to get it right. So this is going to be a fun day.
It's also worth mentioning that since the last race, I've done a whole bunch to the kart to change it up and fix a bunch of issues, which have actually been hurting my pace since the first race of the season. And so I'm going to do a quick segment where I go into detail on what happened to this kart and what I did to fix it. If you don't want to listen to that, then you can skip to this part in the video. Well, here's what happened. Okay, so here's what happened to the kart, or what we found out was wrong with the kart. So one day when I was testing, Mark Schwagen pointed out to me that my seat was cracked. And I had noticed that a little bit. It was very subtle, but I didn't really think it was a big deal. Schwagen pointed out to me that it is in fact a huge deal. And I didn't just have that crack, but I also had a huge crack right here, and right there, and right here. So, my seat was cracked really bad, and he pointed out to me that it is really bad. So, we got some fiberglass repair and patched up all those cracks, and hopefully we'll be in good shape now. And that wasn't all. See this strut right here? That strut was also loose and rubbing up against the chain here, which I don't know how I was stupid enough to not find that out, but Schwagen pointed that out to me too. And now we have tight seat struts and a fixed seat that will not move, and it is very sturdy now. So we got that fixed, and that was basically what happened. It probably has been losing me a lot of time since whenever it started happening, like second or third race of the season. But yeah, that's fixed now. Aside from that, nothing really that big has been changed. I moved the weights all the way up to the lip of the seat to get the weight as high as possible. And then for today, I have decided to run a 59 tooth gear. I might go up on the tooth if I feel like I need a bit more speed. But for now, that's what I'm running. And I fixed my clutch, and everything else is the same. So that's going to be our setup for today. The kart feels probably the best it's felt all season, and I can't wait to see what it feels like out on track. So let's get into practice one. Okay, my 2 practice sessions are now complete. They both went horribly. I finished 24th in the first one and 27th in the second one. The kart was absolutely undrivable. It just had no grip whatsoever. Felt like I was sliding everywhere. Between the first and the second practice session, I went up by 4 psi on my tire pressures up to 25. That helped a little bit, but didn't really fix it. And then I also put new bolts and safety pinning on my exhaust because that came off in the first practice. And in the second practice, it felt a little bit better, got some time back, but I was still sliding all over the place and felt like I needed a lot more grip. So, changes that I've made. For qualifying, I'll be running a 60-tooth gear. I've decided to ditch the 59. I'm not even hitting the limiter, so that means that I am giving up too much get up and go for speed. And then the other change I made, which I have not done this the entire season, is I will be running my practice tires during a race day. My thinking with this is that since I haven't had a whole lot of practice time, these tires actually have a little bit less wear on them than those tires do. So I'm actually going to be running my practice tires. You can see the silver letter P there indicates my practice tires. So I'm going to try these out and probably run like 27 psi on all four corners and see where that gets me. So yeah, on to qualifying. Let's hope that we can get something better out of this, because right now I'm not feeling that good. Current situation is that the kart is fishtailing in pretty much every single corner, and we're not sure why. We've experimented with a few things. I tried putting on my practice tires, no luck. Tried going up on tire pressures, that helped a little bit, but kart is still all over the place, still trying to find grip. Yeah, I'm just trying anything I can at this point. Pretty soon Schwagen's going to be helping me out with the rear track width. We're going to try and bring it in a little bit, hopefully fix our fishtailing issue. I think I probably ended up like lower mid-pack in qualifying. It wasn't great, so yeah, this is going to be yet another race of trying to fight from the back and try and make something out of this suboptimal day, so we'll see what happens.
We're gonna take on the world. Standing up tall, we gotta make it our own. No waiting around. Winners will never look down. No one can stop us, we got it. The future is right in our hands. Give it 100%. We're gonna take on the world. Yeah, we gotta move. Speaking the truth, yeah, paying our dues. We make it
so I just finished up my first race of the day. Went all right. Incidents kind of worked out in our favor. We started 22nd. I think we made our way up to 13th at some point with like 10 people crashing out in the first turn, and a couple other people having some mechanical issues. So made my way up to mid-pack, upper mid-pack. And I was trying to catch Max Swearingen, and by the time I got up to him, I don't know what happened. I probably just made a human error mistake. But yeah, I went in too deep into the bus stop. Wasn't even trying to make a move on him, but just misjudged my marks and went in too deep and went wide, and I went landscaping. So. Yeah, then I lost a few positions, still ended up like 16th, 17th, which, I mean, it isn't terrible. Overall, good race for what the day has been so far. Hoping that I can get somewhat fortunate in the next race too, and maybe not throw away all the progress I made up like I did in that last race. Yeah. I think the kart is feeling alright. It's about as good as it's felt all day, so I don't feel like I need to really change anything as of right now. I'm just going to leave it how it is and bring it home, and then we should be in good shape. So, yeah, let's go on to the next race.
We're gonna take on the world. Standing up tall, we gotta make it our winners would never look down. No one can stop us, we got it. The future is right in our hands. 100%. We gonna take on the world. Yeah, we gotta move. Speaking the truth. Yeah, paying our dues. We making the news. Yeah, we hitting the roof. No, we don't wanna lose. Climbing and shaking the walls. We gotta break all the rules. We're gonna take on the world. 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 We're gonna take on the world.
Okay, Supertrack is officially complete. We just finished up race number 10 of the series, and I finished up 22nd. So, yet again, not great. Going into the first corner, the entire field checked up, basically slammed on their brakes. I didn't really have any time to react to it, so I locked up and spun. Just can't really control that. I did the best I could, and yeah, so I was last on the first lap, and I was able to get some ground back. I was able to catch back up to the guys in the back within like a lap and a half or so. And so then I was able to start challenging for positions. Had a pretty fun battle with Matthew Pyatt for most of the race. Tried to get some positions and try and help him work together, be drafting buddies, and see if we could catch back up to that group. In the end, we didn't, but I played the same dive bomb move on him on the last lap, and well, that time it worked. So we got one position back, and we ended up 22nd. So Not a great result, but a fun race for me and a fun day overall. I love the Supertrack. It is so much fun. I mean, like, if we could do this every single race weekend, I totally would. It's such a unique thing. Like, it's no wonder that so many people come out for this thing. And I can't thank everyone at Gateway Kartplex and Margay Racing for putting this on, and yeah, it's been a ton of fun. As always, go ahead and check out Salt and Smoke Barbecue Bourbon and Beer if you're in the St. Louis area. Go hit them up for the best barbecue you'll ever eat. We treat your meat right. And that is going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next race game video. I don't know. See ya. Yeah, pretty safe to say that I had plenty of company out there on track today. Yeah, the kart has definitely seen better, yeah, it's very bad.